Still haven't bought a desk lamp for my lighting situation, but I do want to film because I do have some exciting updates. So let's get to it. Hi, my name is Anne Quinn. I'm a aspiring indie author hoping to release my debut romance novel, set to release late November. So today we're going to talk about when it came to me ordering my proofs for my book, and then also any live sites that I have up right now. So because I have a lot of the sites up right now and a lot of the art and the book covers out like that, I think it'd just be best now to release the book cover, and also that means the title as well. So here is the book cover. The title is Not Without You. It is part of the Zhao Twin duology. This is book 1. There will be 2. So it took about roughly 3 months, I think. It was a lot of back and forth of doing this, and she suggested this, I said I want this instead, or she said to this and I thought it was a good idea, and this is the cover. Now, when I did talk to her about certain things, she did suggest maybe what we should do is have a kind of a signature font for my name. So she did that. So this font will probably be used for all my books from now on. She had it in the front, she had it also on the side as well. But yeah, this is the final. Now, in the last video, I showed you the previous proof that I got from Amazon. So this is the Amazon proofs. They always have a not for resale bar on the front, either right down the center or kind of up here, depending on where they decide to put it. I have seen some people have the bar way up here. It's just basically a way for Amazon to say this is a proof, this isn't for we didn't sell this to anybody kind of situation. Now when you put in the proof for Amazon, I think you can only buy up to 5 copies of a proof, and all the proofs will have this thing across the front and actually back too. When I got this proof, first off, I noticed immediately, I was like, wow, this is kind of thick. And I got it within 2 to 4 days. There were some people who said it took them up to a week to get it. But Amazon, knows what does not have business hours, essentially. But I got mine within probably, let's see, I ordered it Thursday or Friday, and then I got it Sunday, I think. Because when you look in the back, you can actually see where it's printed, and mine was actually printed locally. Mine was printed in a city right outside of town. So I think that's why I got it so fast. So that means that the printing is different. It's Amazon's own printing, and it might be a different city depending on where you're from. Essentially, they basically will send it to the nearest Amazon printer, nearest from your city, and then they'll print it that way. Now, one thing I did notice is not only is she thick, but she also has, I hope you can see this, there on each side there is a really thin crease on both sides, and I kind of like that. It allows the book to pop open a little bit, so it's almost it's a preset crease. I've opened this book so many times so you can kind of see it now. I think it also kind of helps reduce spine cracking. But yeah, I actually liked that feature. I left a copy for myself, and I sent the second copy to the cover artist. And then when she was looking at it, she immediately started changing things. It wasn't too much changes. It was really, I don't know if you guys can read this on your monitors, but the book, it looks a little a gray tone more up here, and then it kind of gradients out to more a blue purple, right? Almost like a blue purple gray kind of color. And then she also noticed some of the spacing and sizing of these words of Not Without You, and she's like, oh, I kind of want to tweak it, move it up, move it a little bigger here and there. So that's what she decided to do with that. Then she tweaked it a little bit, and then she handed it off, and then she gave me the final copies and sent it out to me. Then after she did those tweaks, she gave me the version so I could put into Barnes & Noble. I wanted to try Barnes & Noble, see if it looked a little different. Ingram Spark and Barnes & Noble, I believe they have the same printer. I'm not sure if they use the same printing company or not. But with the Barnes & Noble proofs, this took roughly 3 days to get. This took 9 business days. And I guess it's just because no one works on the weekends in Barnes & Noble like normal people. Now, what's nice about Barnes & Noble is that, again, not sponsored, by the way, okay? So Barnes & Noble, there's no banner. I use the personal version of Barnes & Noble Press. So basically with Barnes & Noble Press, it's like almost like you can make books and not put them up for sale. If you put them up for sale through Barnes & Noble, you need to have like a vendor profile or something, which is just basically like an application that you just put all your information in, like your tax information and yada yada stuff. But anyway, if you noticed, what she did is she changed the dot on the I from one with the Amazon version to the Barnes & Noble version. She moved it so it's a little more visible. I can't speak. She changed the dot on the I so it's a little more visible, because here it's like really wedged in with the T stroke, and then this one is actually like out, you can see it. And then she also tried to change the spine placement of some of the words, but something that I didn't realize, and you can actually see it better if I stack it like this, is that Barnes & Noble actually prints on like thinner paper. So it's actually, the Amazon version is going to be a lot thinner than the Barnes & Noble version. Excuse me. Now, that being said, this version, the Barnes & Noble version, is 439 pages. This one was 443. And that was because there was some spacing that happened. What I did is I took, this was a PDF, right? And what I did was I took the Word document, turned into a PDF. And then, let's see if I can find an example here. Let me see, page 45 or 47. Okay, so what happened, and this just happened by magic, there's spacing in between some of the letters. That just happens, honestly, just due to justification when you justify the font or justify the text. So there's spacing that's here that's a little bigger than how you would find down here or down here. Okay, now page 45. Now I'm gonna go check the Barnes & Noble version. Page 45, which is probably 43. And this one, then here, the Barnes & Noble version, it somehow moved from page 45 to page 43, and it actually moved it up a bit. It's like down here now. What happened was, somewhere during the process of me putting this file into PDF version, it actually condensed some of the spacing between some of the letters, or some of the words in the sentences. So it knocked down 4 pages, which I didn't understand why it did that, but you know what? I double checked the document and nothing was missing, nothing was off. It was just that. Now I will say with the Barnes & Noble version, this is a 5.25 by 8 book. It is the exact size as this. And yet, the margins got all funny. For example, the margins are almost non-existent in the Barnes & Noble version. And I don't know exactly why. It must be like my gutter size. And the gutter, just so you know, the gutter is this middle bit margins. I didn't expect that, because also the headers and footers also are different, actually smaller compared to the Amazon size. There's a bigger header and footer. So I don't know why Barnes & Noble did that, honestly. I'm gonna try to tweak with it, but I don't want to tweak it too much because I don't want to make the book any bigger than 450 pages. So I hope it won't. And my goal was to get a book out for ARCs, for advanced reader copies. I do have a couple people who already have requested to be on my advanced reader copy team, but they would like a physical book. And I mean, there is an ebook version available, and I'll get to that in a second. But because of the size, it's not a very typical size. So Ingram Spark, Barnes and Noble, Amazon, and also I think Book Vault, I believe, are the only companies that I know of right now that have that print in that size. I had to go look at, his name is Dale Roberts. He talks about like self-publishing businessy stuff. He's a really great resource when it came to doing all this. He talked about how I think there's at least maybe 10 print-on-demand companies, and there are a lot of them, but the ones that are that print in that specific size are, again, like I said, Ingram, Barnes and Noble, Amazon, and Book Vault. I was thinking of trying Ingram Spark, but I also heard that it could take 2 to 3 weeks, and then this took 9 days, so I'm not sure. I actually like the quality. The paper is a little thinner compared to the Amazon one. It's almost not like Bible thin, but it's thinner, and that's hence why the book is substantially thinner. But the thing is, I'm not even going to be selling on Barnes and Noble. I'm going to be selling primarily Amazon. So we'll see how this goes. I might go through Amazon Press for distribution as well, but that's an only US company. So again, we'll see. I'm not sure. But I did start emailing some YouTubers who have a booktube space, and I did receive a yes from one of them. Still waiting for others to come back. But if you get a physical copy of the book, then you also get different things I created. I drew and designed a sticker that is part of, I would say, a PR package. It's like a mini itty bitty PR package, which is basically this sticker that I designed and created, and I sent it out. I actually went through a company, oh no, I don't remember the name, Sticker App, I think. It did come out of Sweden though, which really surprised me. But it didn't take very long to come in. It only took a week or so. So this is one thing that the ones who receive physical advanced review copies, they'll get this sticker, and then also they'll get this character art that I created as well. It's of the characters. Now, if you remember in the last video, I talked about my my visuals of who Himeko and Kei, which is the hero and heroine of our story, what they looked like. It was of Li Xiaolu and Hideo Muraoka. So I basically took their pictures and I kind of drew a little thing. And I figure character art, yeah, why the heck not? I can try it out. And I'm actually not mad about it. I printed this. It's basically a postcard, as you can see. There's my publishing house logo over there as well. I printed that off a company online. It does business cards usually, and that's another thing too. I also created business cards for myself. So I love a square business card. So I did this, and I designed this on Canva. So there's my name, there's independent author, and then also my my press house logo, and then on the back is the QR code that actually goes straight to my website. So there's that. Now, yes, there's a physical copy that exists, and then I'm also going to be putting this book for on ebook as well. So I actually had to like take the ebook, convert it to ebook or EPUB, that's the file version of the ebook, and I did it on draft to digital. I did that. It's like it's a free situation. I might maybe in the future invest in a formatting ebook program like Atticus or something. I can't use Vellum. I think that's only Apple, but because I have a Mac. No, I don't have a Mac. I have oh my god, I'm blanking out. Not Mac. I was going to say Android. No, I have PC. I have a PC. There you go. Anyway, so I created the EPUB version. I sent it to myself on my own phone, or sorry, my own Kindle. And I have like the Kindle HD Fire. It's like kind of like the iPad version of Kindle. And formatting it was very interesting, I gotta say. But this is the digital version. That's what it looks like. This is gonna be an ARC. So I had to like look at it again, looking at like the printed version and looking at it through this, I can try to get the reader experience and actually kind of notice some mistakes. Like for example, now this is in standard font, and yet the first line is supposed to be like all capital, because that's how it's supposed to be like in the printed version. I took the printed version and just converted it to like an EPUB, but what happened is that it didn't quite translate, because that in the first page it's all capital up until December, and that's where it's supposed to be. That's where it's supposed to end. But here, the way that the text is formatted, just based on the fact of like the sizing of the font and things like that. Because even if you made it bigger, then obviously the lines would go further down and things like that. And again, every ebook is different, so I have to kind of think about that. Again, I have to think about that as a reader, like the reader experience. Is that going to look weird or wonky? And then also I converted all the text messages from photo to like a chat situation, because I have read a couple of ebooks where they have pictures and it just didn't look right, or it got really like wonky and jagged. And the thing is, the pictures came from the printed book, like the printed version, and I guess they're trying to, you know, mimic the experience of having the printed version versus like on the ebook, but it's like it just was weird. Like it just looked really like discombobulated and kind of disjointed. So I'm trying to figure out a way for like maybe by the third book to have maybe like a better way to have pictures or something for like the chapter headers for the ebook and for the printed version, so they look a little more equal. I don't know, I'll figure it out somehow. I have until 2026 probably by the third book. And so those are proof copies, and that's how I handle proof copies when it comes to this. So again, I think it's really important to get different proofs, so you can try to figure out which company you want to have print out of, because like some people may not like the printed Amazon versions, but they like their ebook system, which, you know, I get. And some people like no, I want like an Ingram distribution, because like I feel the printing is better, because they like, no, I like the cover, the feel of this cover more than that cover, like things like that. It is something to think about, and like because I invested so much time in this. However, I do have to think about things that I'm willing to let go. Like for example, the fact that the Amazon paper is a little thicker than the Barnes Noble paper doesn't bother me. Not really. The margins, I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about whether I need to adjust them or not. We will see. Now, in terms of what things are live digitally, my website, www.ancoringquinn.com, is live. It just basically has links to Amazon pages, my author page and things like that. It also has like a little bit of a bio and a little bit of like, and there is like a contact information page there. My newsletter isn't launched yet. So there is a contact page, and you can put in like your email and just say like, oh yeah, I want to be part of the future newsletter. And I'll just collect the emails for now. And then once the newsletter is officially launched, then everyone who has left me an email, I will send it out that way. And then until I'm just trying to figure this out. My husband, he's actually like my website manager essentially. So he's also trying to figure out the most streamlined way in order for me to get newsletters out. Also, I do have a Goodreads. The Goodreads account has started. You will see this book on the Goodreads page, because also I have an Amazon authors page, and this is also on there. And by the way, Kindle. This will be on Kindle, specifically Kindle Unlimited. And then also you can also buy the Kindle version, like the Kindle ebook on its own, and then you'll also be able to buy a paperback, all on Amazon for now. I don't know if I'm gonna do other distributions yet. I'm not sure. We'll see how this goes. Again, like I'm just trying to launch on Amazon, just because I know that's, at least I know I can do that. I know the steps to do that as well. In terms of advanced reader copies for an ebook version, I applied to Booksirens. Hopefully they'll pick me up. I just did the application yesterday. I don't know how long they'll take. I think they said they would take up to 7 business days, or maybe, or so. You know, there's a lot of people that put in applications to have their book showcased on Booksirens, and if I get rejected, because if I get rejected for whatever reason, they have their own reasons. It is what it is. Maybe I'll go look at another company, like either a book funnel or or StoryOrigins or something like that. I'll try to update what site the ebook arc will be on. Now, in terms of, again, physical arcs, so I am sending it out to a couple people. I already have about 15 people that already want it. So, and I only have roughly like 25 of these. So yeah, I only have roughly, do I have 25? Yeah, I roughly only have 25 of these. So it's not like a first come, first serve. These take usually about a week to finish, to like get to me. So I don't know, we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna order the 25 books. I'll probably order them through Barnes Noble, because I can't order advanced copies through Amazon. The book has to actually physically be launched or something in order for that to happen. So yeah, that is my update for now. Again, I'm trying to make these short. Hopefully I did. I'm not sure. I'm trying to make like these videos out in like shorter bursts. So like I have content to put out until like November, late November, when the book finally launches. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Not sponsored. So if you want to review the book and leave an honest review, either on Goodreads or Amazon, let me know. The physical arcs are very limited. I don't know exactly. Again, I think I'm only going to order like maybe 30 books. And then I only have like 25 of this set. So those will be kind of limited in terms of me distributing it. But all the arcs, the ebook version arcs, I will have up. My hope is this week or the end of this week. It's Friday right now. So maybe no later than Saturday. We'll see. But I will post it if the arc is up, and then you can read it on either those host websites, and just leave an honest review and let me know what you think. So I'll put all the links on the bottom for everything, like my Goodreads and my Amazon pre-order and all that stuff. But yeah, if you made it to the end of this video, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.